All right, greetings, government and economics, and welcome to remote learning with Mr. Brown. This is just a quick video to kind of give you a guided tour of how I'm going to approach this, uh, and hopefully this will answer some of your questions. Again, I've always used class pages and stuff like that, so I tried to keep it as similar as possible to what we've done in the past. But hopefully, again, this will help you to understand how we're going to do this. All right. So first thing I want to say before I get into anything with remote learning is quarter three. Quarter three is going to close Friday, March 27th. Okay, I did shift some assignments around in Unified Classroom. I moved some of the ones that we had started before we left school. I moved some of those to quarter four, just so that we could, spend a little more time on them in level five. But please double check, double check Unified Classroom. Anything that's listed under quarter three, please make sure you have that wrapped up. Summatives are definitely very important in this case, so make sure that you have that work done. You have till Friday to do it. And then I'm going to close out those grades and kind of lock in quarter three. All right, so moving on to quarter four, we're continuing on. Actually, we started level five before we left, and we're going to continue on with that. So what I've done here is I've reorganized things. Hopefully this makes it a little easier for you to find things. I'll go through some of the navigation of the assignments and whatnot. And again, hopefully this will help you, stay on top of things. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to notice is that I've posted this or embedded this Google document here. And this is sort of a one-stop shopping deal for everything you need to know for the next 3 weeks. As you can see, I planned out lessons for online until April 10th. If, by chance we go back to school before then we'll just adapt things for classroom use. So just be aware of that. There are 3 weeks worth of work here for level 5, and hopefully we'll be back in the classroom, but who knows at this point. Okay, so couple of things regarding office hours. As you probably heard, most teachers are doing virtual office hours. This is a time where I can be reached. If you need a quick reply on something, this is a good time to email me. I'll be on, sitting in front of my computer here, awaiting your emails and that sort of a thing so that I can reply and give you the help you need. The virtual office hours, I'm going to do those through Google Hangouts. Okay, so you can see here my virtual office hours are weekdays 8 to 9 a.m. and also from 7 to 7:30 p.m. And this is open to all of my classes. So if you have a quick question, you can pop in. Again, it's not mandatory to go to office hours. These are here, available to you. So you can ask me a question in real time and that sort of a thing. So pop in, ask a question. You don't have to use video, or there's a chat feature in there, so you can ask your question that way. But those are there to help you out. If you do want to have like one-on-one hangout where you want me to go more in depth with something, or you want to talk about a specific assignment or something to grade, you don't want anyone else, not anything you want to share in an open hangout, just email me and schedule a time. We teachers are trying to stick to the maroon and white schedule. Okay, so we meet on maroon days. So if you wanted to schedule a one-on-one time, we could do that on the 24th or 26th this week, or this week, and we'll try to do that during our normal class time, just so it saves conflicts with other classes. Hey, one thing I wanted to mention in regards to the virtual office hours, if you go to your Google Calendar, or all of you should have received a calendar invite in your Gmail, so check your school Gmail. When you go to that invite, there'll be a link that says Join Hangouts Meet. If you click that link, it's going to get you into the Google Hangout. You'll be able to test to see if your camera and your mic is working, or if you just join, even if those things aren't working, or if you don't want them on, you can just mute yourself and then just use the chat feature in there to communicate your question or whatever. So look for that calendar invite in your Gmail, and that'll give you access to the Google Hangouts. And like I said, if you want to do a one-to-one hangout for more specific instruction on something, please email me to schedule that. Okay. So those are the virtual office hours. Again, all of your grades and assignments and everything are going to be posted in Unified Classroom, and the feedback will be left there as well. Okay. So, couple of things. Let me go through this Google Doc. Again, I'm going to post videos for each week, okay? And in those videos, I'll go through each assignment. I'll talk about some of the concepts that we're dealing with for each of these weeks. Again, I've tried to keep this same inquiry structure where we have the compelling question, and then we have a supporting question that kind of drives our work for each week. But generally speaking, each week you're going to have some sort of reading questions, okay? The reading questions are the same thing that I've been assigning all year. They go along with the e-textbook, and the ones that have multiple chapters, kind of pick and choose the questions. So, you're not going to have 50 questions to do just because there's, 4 or 5 chapters listed there. So just be aware of that. The other assignment will generally be some sort of exploration of whatever concepts that we're dealing with the particular question. And again, I'll go through those more specifically. And then every week you're also going to have a discussion post. So because we're not in the classroom, because it's difficult to have those live discussions and share our ideas, I adapted this here so that it gives a chance for you to interact with your classmates and share your ideas and discuss everything like that. Every week you also have a reflective journal post due. This is a collect-only assignment. So this is really just a place where if you have, to reflect on your learning, if you have a specific thought or idea or challenge, whatever it is that you want to discuss, this is the time to do it. It is collect only. It is counted for participation. So, please make sure you utilize that. One of the things I said in here, if you find a good meme, I'm always a fan of the memes. Find a school appropriate, of course. If you find a meme that kind of summarizes, captures how you're feeling about the work and whatever challenges or successes you're having, feel free to share that meme, couple of sentences explaining what's going on with it. And I did also, for enrichment, again, these are optional, but I did post some of those iCivics games, which coincide with the content of each week. So if you're looking to explore a little deeper some of the issues and content we're dealing with, feel free to jump on in there. And also at the bottom here, any notes or crash course videos or anything that I felt might be helpful for you, I did link those there as well. And then at the bottom of this document, you can see the challenge for each week. No multiple choice. This is a single question that you respond to. It's in a Google form. Okay. Excuse me. So please make sure that you're paying attention to how that works. Google Forms, it is set up so that if you click submit, it'll save your work and go back and edit it. But be careful, because if that tab refreshes and you haven't clicked submit, then you're going to lose your work. My recommendation, do it in a Google Doc, so it's there, or write it in Grammarly, wherever, and then paste it into the Google form. All right, so let me go through and just give you a quick guided tour of some of how I restructured things a little bit, hopefully to make it easier for you to find things. Again, the level we're working on is right on the top here at the left, okay? And that's so that as soon as you open class pages, boom, it's there, ready to go. This is where we're going to be doing our class discussions. This works similar to your reflective journal. Okay, but these are class discussions. So Each week there'll be a discussion, and each discussion has a short reading associated with it. So what you do is when you go to the class discussions page, you'll see each discussion here. Click on the bottom where it says discuss week 1 discussion. Now you can see that this discussion doesn't open until Monday, but there'll be a button up here to, add a new post. You click that and it'll just bring up a standard HTML editor or whatever where you can write your post. Okay. Post should be about a paragraph and it should show that you did the reading. Okay. And again, if you click more, okay, it should show that you did the reading and that you're responding directly to the question. Okay. The prompt. All right. The other thing I'm looking for with class discussions is that you're commenting on your classmates' posts. So, for instance, if you see a post that you agree with or disagree with, or you thought was intriguing, comment on the post. And so, stay away from comments like "Hey, good job" or "Nice work." You can say those things, but your reply should have substance. So. Um, you want to explain yourself. If you disagree with someone, tell them why you disagree. If you think their post is interesting, tell them why it's interesting. Okay, ask a question. Okay, so that's just to stimulate the discussion and make sure that it keeps going. Okay, and again, this is a closed discussion forum. The only people that can see it are the people in your class. Okay, so those are the discussions. Okay, you're also, here's where, as I talked about the reflective journal, hey, I am going to be looking here to, see how things are going, your ideas, that sort of a thing. You pick one of these questions and respond to it. This is, similar to what we've been doing all year. Please use this to, share with me anything that you need to share in regards to the course. All right, so back to level 5. Maybe. There we go. Okay. So again, this document here is one-stop shopping for everything that you're going to need. I'm going to send this out and this video I'm going to message it to all of you and your parents, and parents and guardians, just so that they're aware of what's happening and how I'm organizing things. Okay. And so that everyone's just on the same page. Just one more thing I want to show you. Normally I post normally these would be on the left-hand side. I restructured it a little bit. So all of your assignments are grouped by week. Okay. And so you can see that here. You click on one of these, you can access the assignment, and you can get the Google Docs. Obviously, the only things that you won't be doing in the Google Docs are the discussion posts and the reflective journal. Those are where I just showed you. Okay. But everything else is pretty much right there. And I'm also going to be posting a video each week that kind of goes into the concepts of that are being covered each week. And I'll go through each of the assignments and explain them, talk about them, make sure you understand, what's happening with them. Now, pay attention to due dates. All of this stuff is due by Friday. It does say March 30th because that's the first day of quarter 4. And so we're starting fresh with quarter 4. As I said, quarter 3 grades are closing Friday. Monday, March 30th starts quarter 4. So I have to set these up in the grade book. So they're on quarter 4. So that's the later due date. But technically they are due Friday the 27th. Remember, and this will be the last thing I say here just to leave you off with this, your participation is your attendance. Okay, so us teachers are actually being asked to take attendance just like we normally would. And we're basing our attendance off of your participation for the week. So please make sure that you're checking in regularly. You're kind of chipping away at the assignments. I understand you got a lot coming at you with, from all different angles, from all your classes. It's going to take a while to adjust and kind of wrap your head around everything. In my week 1 video, I'll share some tips to help you out, kind of stay organized and stuff like that. But please just, do your best to keep apprised of everything, read your email, communicate, ask those questions, and we'll get through this and we'll be successful. Other than that, again, if you have any questions or anything about what I went over, please send me an email or join the hangout tomorrow, and we'll go from there. All right, we'll see you again in the week 1 video. Take care.